Mortgage buyout. Mortgage buyout deals with 3 financial.
Hi, Ricardo. Yes, we're back again. It keeps ending the stream for lack of signal.
I don't see the article on.
It was right there.
No, but they haven't given any details.
Where's the news?
When the recorder is back, where's everybody? 9 persons are. Alright, everybody, we're having challenges. I guess the internet is, the signal is weak. Put 3 questions and I'll answer them. I hope you saw the presentation on subdivisions. I hope so.
Yeah, it's there. It's a stream by itself, though.
Oh dear.
So they're gonna have to watch it in 3 parts. But the good thing is that 16 persons are back, so we should be able to answer some questions in the next 30 minutes that we have.
I saw a question about NHG mortgage buyout, but they haven't given any details.
Ricardo says, if you're using Flow, I can relate.
We're actually using Digicel.
Debbie says she wash her hands.
We're using Digicel. We're kind of biased to Digicel.
Why are we?
Because they gave us 100,000 as a gift. Remember? You won 100,000. Remember that competition, man? I won 100,000 from Digicel.
It was only 100,000?
Yeah. And they gave us a notebook. Remember that computer? It was a notepad, it was called?
Netbook.
A netbook. Yeah, we're kind of biased. Although if I don't pay my phone bill, them cut me off. Yeah, they are mad for switching up.
Oh, here's a question. LBM wants to know, hi, good day. I need advice on buying a land possible and building on it. Possible a building on it.
LBM, Lisa Braids and more. The first thing you need to know is how much land you can afford. That's the first thing. Everybody, if you're buying anything at all, if you're buying a bed, a shoes, anything, a wig, you must know how much money you have in your pocket, right? So that you can choose accordingly. So the first advice I give is how much land or how much house can you afford? So you have to go looking at your piggy bank and all vaults and see how much money you have in them. Then you check the mortgage companies and see how much loan them going to lend you. Then you put them two together, you know how much money you have. Right? And that's when you start looking for land.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa, that's the first advice. Put your money together first before you start looking for land. We have lands all over Jamaica, different price. There's a price for everybody. Right now, I'm sure I could find a $1 million piece of land if I try. So the price is here. A price is here for everybody.
Then he wants to know, do you have any half-acre Seaview NHD land for sale?
No, NHD don't cut up lands in half acre. That's too much land. Can I have the water, please? That's too much land for NHD to give you. What we had was Draxall, Hills of Draxall. We have Draxall Estate, 20 million. Get a Seaview if you go 2 floors. If you go 2 floors.
Future says, hi ladies, what can I do with 6 acres of land in Kingston?
What, Future? You have 6 acres of land in Kingston, you have a gold mine.
Bad. If you have quarter acre in Kingston, you have a gold mine, much less 6 acres.
You have 6 acres. You have a gold.
We're in Kingston though, future.
Yeah, where?
But what can you do with 6 acres of land in Kingston?
Hold on, make him tell me.
Besides the obvious.
Let me tell him. Make him tell me where it is.
Here's another question until
Something about Jack Farm, but it's not allowing me to open. I don't want to miss out on the country club.
Country Club. Oh,
Yeah,
Ultra-Race
she
Country
wants-
Club?
Which link were you sending her? Send us a WhatsApp. Let us send you the link. It's 370-8138. 876. You have the phone here, so no?
I will send
876
my number.
370-8138. You don't want to miss out on the country club.
876-370.
We have some left, but we have sold half of the scheme already.
Did the question come back?
Future, tell me where the land is.
Josh Rika said, future, you can give me some.
Well, our future, if you tell me where the land is, we'll tell you what to do with it. I can WhatsApp. 6 acres.
Gia says, good day. What's the first thing to do after successfully purchasing a piece of property?
Is that land? Is that a house?
I'm not sure. But what I noticed that when the overseas persons are talking to me, they refer to land as just land as property. But if it has a house on it, they tell me house.
Oh.
So maybe it's land.
Depends on what you want to do with the land. If you want to build on it, then the first thing you would do is get your architect or your draftsman to design.
Well, the first thing
Put in
after you
application.
purchase is to make sure that your name is on the water, your name is on the electricity.
No, that is if it's land, you don't need to rush into that. If you apply for water,
Mm-hmm.
you put if your water.
Oh,
You apply for that when you're ready to use it.
oh, it's just land. See? Just land. So the first thing to do then is secure it.
Yeah, put some barbed wire fence around it.
Mm-hmm.
Worse if you're in a squatter zone where them will squat on it.
Or even if you're not in a squatter zone, even if you're in a residential subdivision, somebody might not survey their piece properly and end up billing cross your
land, yeah.
So you want to fence it up.
You want to build, and the first thing you need to do is get a draftsman or architect, the design for you, and
Which ones
submit
to
it to the
build?
parish council. Future, which area in St. Andrew have 6 acres? Future gonna sleep.
No, Future says Kingston 1. Where in Jamaica is Kingston
What
1?
about Kingston 1?
Is that downtown?
Kingston 1? But Kingston 1. Kingston 1? Where is Kingston 1?
Waterfront? Isn't that Kingston 1? You can ask Google where's Kingston 1?
I don't know about Kingston 1.
I know Kingston and then Kingston
Unless
2.
a Rockfort.
Maybe.
Is it Rockfort? Check our radio if we're in Kingston 1 up there.
I think we. Let me see. Devon feels like Kingston 1 is downtown and CSO. Yes, there's a Kingston 1. See there?
Yeah, properties. Let me see what that is. Never sold anything in Kingston 1. Look around. Downtown. You must have this wrong.
Yeah, I think they have that one wrong.
Scroll down.
Havendale, that's Kingston 19. That's wrong. Richings Avenue, that's not Kingston 1.
Oh, they
I
might be
wrote that
so
wrong. Boone Hall is also not Kingston 1.
No. Boone all of us Stony Hill.
They have it wrong. Meadowbrook is also not Kingston 1. Seymour is not Kingston 1.
Alright, so where Devon to Kingston 1 is?
CSO and downtown. Rockfort is Kingston too.
So you talk about.
All right, but what else can they do?
What is beside the 6 acre? Residential or factories and so. Downtown is a commercial belt.
Mm-hmm.
If it's downtown, CSO is a Norman Road. They have an industrial park.
Mm-hmm.
So you could actually sell it to a big company, or you could subdivide it up into an industrial park.
But they just Sharika, do you want to help me buy it? Maybe they're just acquiring it. So maybe if they buy it, what can they use it for?
If it's downtown, you're talking about commercial and industrial.
It's near airport, don't it?
I don't know where Kingston one is.
Because I'm thinking they could use it for
if it's on the main behind if it's on the main Norman Manley Boulevard, so it name.
They could do warehousing.
Can do apartments too. If it's on the main going to airport.
Mm-hmm.
You can do warehousing.
And not warehousing for big things. I think like warehousing for small people.
Yeah. You can put up a gas station. Depends on where it is.
Kingston one is Port Royal.
Port Royal?
So many persons don't know where Kingston one is.
Daniela, Kingston one is Port Royal. Port Royal under some serious restrictions.
Even with the pier?
Yeah, I was going to buy a Port Royal once and I changed my mind. The Port Royal is a heavily protected zone. And it I was gonna buy a house out there one time, $5 million, right?
I think that one time looked to you.
Yeah. Right on the sea a couple of years ago. Those $5 million the man did want.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we start check out certain things, I said, no, sir.
You couldn't do anything with the property.
No, you have too much restrictions.
In terms of building.
So you have to check that here, check the title, and see what kind of restrictions you're under.
Mm-hmm.
And check if them have a not a parish council, them have a association. Like restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
Because I noticed Port Royal don't even have nice big buildings.
Gloriana's looks nice.
Yeah, but the upstairs is just an open space.
Maybe they can have 2 stories there.
Maybe. Zan's your back. How was the sleep? Had a good sleep. Yes, grandma had a good sleep. All right. Any more questions?
I don't think so. You know what I heard someone said? That he's going to call you mommy because Richard and I call you mommy.
Really?
Yeah.
Call me mommy, Zan.
So that's what he hears. So we're going to have to start calling you grandma in order for him to know that he's to call you
grandma. Oh. And how is he going to know he's to call Rachel mommy?
We are going to have to call her mommy.
Go to mommy. Zan intelligent. He's going to figure out the difference. All right.
I heard somebody says, CM, I just found out my old book with all the Kingston from high school. Yes, Kingston one is Port Royal.
Okay.
Then CM went to look for his book.
Yeah, Port Royal can be tricky. They have a Port Royal development.
But if it's in Port Royal and Port Royal has like Gloriana and those places, maybe they can set up some form of tourism attraction surrounding fishing and sea and those things. That because people go to Port Royal all the time to eat fish.
Right, but you have to make sure that it is within
the cultural.
Within the plans that they have. There is a Port Royal development plan.
Yes, I remember when I was just coming into real estate, they came in and was showing us this huge thing that they had for Port Royal. The pier was on it as well. And some underwater sea tours and some other things to look at old wrecks and stuff like that was on the plan.
I think they executed the pier actually. So look at the Port Royal development plan. Look to see if that area, and it's not a lot of properties they are owned by private persons either in Port Royal.
They're owned by who?
Government. Check the UDC website and see if they have anything on the Port Royal development. But they should have. I know they had this big thing about it. UDC. All right, any more questions? Big development plans for downtown in the future, yes. Yeah, man, you know, I was getting a property to buy downtown, so I never buy it. Oh, God. I was getting a whole building for $2 million on Windward Road.
Windward Road?
Yeah, $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
A wholesale is there now. Have you been by the prison recently? No? Who's gonna go by the prisons? Something
Maybe
there's
a development happening there.
I think they're fixing the roads, aren't they? I think they're fixing the roads. I think I passed there. I saw something like that. But I'm looking for if I see anything in Port Royal. Go Port Royal.
Oh yeah, they're saying it's the roads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought I'm doing something with the roads. Yes, there's a whole thing on Port Royal. Go to the UDC website.
Can we find it?
Mm-hmm. Real Estate Investment Trust. There was one in there, but I don't know if it's active. There was one. No, just type in UDC and then search Port Royal. There's the website. Right. That's just one article right there. But if you type in Port Royal here, so this is Urban Development Corporation, UDC's website. You can go on it. Sorry, search Port Royal. And look, they have a whole heap of articles on Port Royal. So if you're interested in the area, you just go on here and look, right? One of them should be the development plan.
See, there's something called projects there.
Where it is?
Up at the top, there's a list that says projects in the headers. Oh, on the Naval Hospital. There's a hospital out there? You see, if they had fixed that up, they could have used it for COVID.
If they had it.
Yeah.
So here's a whole thing on it.
On video. That was 2016.
2016. Oh, God, you know, Jamaicans take so long to do anything. They have all these grand ideas and so you have a whole stretch of stuff here.
Then it says, good evening, I'm a bit late.
Right.
But what is the topic about? The topic was about subdivisions.
On the bank. It's the bank.
He's gotten used to that now.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't jump as often.
Let me see if any Port Royal is here. So Jubilee Market, Heroes Circle, Heroes Park. So everybody, you know about the new Heroes Park that's coming. Guns River Festive. Yeah, holy, you can come on here and just go to town on these things, right?
And then into Port Royal?
No, they have a whole stuff down here, but see, a whole heap more you can go look at. But this one, this is a new Heroes Park. Let me see if it's a new one. So the design concepts that did that.
The solar?
2.97 billion. 3 years, 2016 to 2018, funded by Ministry of Transport.
2016 to 2018. Has this started?
No, them just their design phase. Oh my God, what did I tell you? They have given us no more information, have they?
That was posted in May 2015.
This page can't load Google Maps correctly. Okay. But we're getting a new year spark.
Hope I lift the seat.
Wishful thinking. Eh? You have any more questions?
Yeah. Well, just skip to page 2 and see if the Port Royal is there. I'm curious to know.
So these websites, UDC, National.
Here it is. Port Royal. What's that? Port Royal Museum and Historic Walkway. Hellshire Sewage Treatment. East Street Facelift.
So you see your Jamaica government working.
What about persons, especially our young people who are given employment on contractual basis? Will they have the opportunity to home ownership? Yeah, you'd have to file a self-employed.
Yeah, you have to file a self-employed, Carl. Young people are given employment on contractual basis. You have opportunity to home ownership, but you have to contractual. You have to sign up with the National Housing Trust. You have to sign up as self-employed, pay your property, pay your income tax, your education tax, your NIS, and your NHT. You may not pay income tax because you may be below the threshold. So remember, if you're earning 1.5 million and less, you don't pay any income tax for the year, right? 1.5 million per year. But you, as a contract worker, everybody, your best bet for home ownership is the National Housing Trust. They will lend you the money.
Here's Dwayne Bennett has a question.
Can you give me an update on the new Phoenix Park Village Phase 4? No, Dwayne. That will be Gore. You have to email Gore and ask them. Gore have their own sales rep, team and everything.
Dwayne says,
as a matter of fact, we have a 2-bedroom renting over there for 65,000. That's Phoenix what? 1 or 2?
I don't remember.
I think a Phoenix 2 renting.
Dwayne says, I can't wait to become a homeowner. Every time I look on the Chemtech website, I work harder. I love Chemtech, so pull back banner, here I come.
I hope you bought one because I hear them sold out. I know the feeling. The very first time I bought a house and got the keys, man, something else. There is just nothing compared to that. What is it, Zant? There's just nothing compared to that feeling. When you get that key and you start putting the grill work and the pretty up with flowers and it on it, and you can't pay the mortgage. But yeah, it's a good feeling. So I know how you feel. Congratulations. So I hope you soon get the keys. So those of you who listen to me every week, still don't make no move to buy a house, that's nobody's fault but yours, right? There's a house out there with your name on it. Everybody who working in Jamaica can buy a house. Nadine says she got subdivision approval 2 years ago, but did not get a chance to do the splinter title as I had to come to Canada. I want to finish the process, but I'm not sure of the process. Oh, went through it. So if you got subdivision approval, do you need to put in any road or anything like that? If you need to put in road, so you need to go do that. If you don't need to put in any roads or anything like that, they need to give the subdivision approval to a commission back to the surveyor, or if you may have lost touch with that one, but you can give it to another one. They'll do the pre-check diagram and get it submitted at National Land Agency, and then they'll approve it, and then you take that approval and get the splinter titles at the what do I mean? Yeah, National Land Agency, but that will be the title section. So you can still get it done. And you don't have to be physically here to get that done, because you're working with your commission land surveyor who would have had the documents and could submit them and all of that. And when you're ready to get the title, you can use a lawyer. Just give them a document and they get the splinter title. So you don't need to be here to do any of that. So if you had signed the condition, I hope you signed the conditions of approval though, and you did give it back to them, right? Nadine, have a follow-up, Tony.
What's the follow-up?
Can you buy with 50% down if you don't have a 10% down? 5% down. Yeah. Jamaica National give you 95% financing.
I think
VMBS too, so you can buy with 5% down. NHT give you 5% down too.
But it's not just the dead 5% people, it's linear closing costs.
What's wrong with Zanda? What happened, Zanda? Something in his eye?
Mm-hmm. In the eye?
Rachel, check if something in his eye. He's rubbing his eyes.
Blowing it like a good mom does.
Look first, see if something is in it. Maybe one of his eyelashes or something.
Clear?
I'm not sure. Nadine, send me a follow-up. Denise, you're in Canada. Yes, you can buy with a 5% down. Jamaica National will give you 95% financing.
Miss B, you can borrow the deposit from a lending institution, or just keep saving.
Mm-hmm. Don't bother with the savings, man. Yeah, waste time. Just go borrow the money from a lending institution.
Yeah, but you have to make sure that the mortgage that you get is you're not already at your 50% debt service ratio.
Yeah, that's the only thing. So I've sold properties to persons who never have the first cent. What did we do? Went into the bank. I even go in the bank with them. And they get what they call a demand loan. Mm-hmm. Which they use as a deposit and closing costs. And then they go to NHC and get that loan. So they have to pay back both loans. The demand loans are usually maximum 5 years. So you go and juggle and pay that 5 years, and then you're done with that, and you continue paying your mortgage, regular NHT mortgage. Yeah. But to save may take too long.
Especially if it's just one person saving.
Yeah, and you might find that the price of the houses here and the land and everything moves so fast. Prime real estate don't stay. And then LBM, you're gonna save harder. Boy. If the debt service ratio can't carry it, take the little loan. Mm-hmm. Seeking a house to rent in Portmore, we only have a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom in Phoenix for $65,000. And then MB says she needs my help. Or you're going to save harder. Well, you don't need to save anything. Where are you? Overseas or you're in Jamaica?
Need some water?
Yeah, I keep my throat seems to be going. Robert Kiyosaki says savings is for losers, and I believe him.
Is it true that they are building a new hotel in Hanover? That'd be nice.
That'd be good. Probably are.
Bring some tours into that section of the island.
You're paying NHT for 4 years now. You should have used the money already. You could have gotten a quad 4 years ago for $6 million. Now the quads are at $9 million. See why I must have saved to buy a house? Just borrow the money.
Or I've seen people sell their cars. Use that as
yes, I had a client who sold his car for his deposit. I've had people do that, yes. Sell your car.
Shireen Brown. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Shireen.
Hi, Shireen. New hotel in where she said?
Hanover. Shanae. Hi, guys. Any land in St. Anne area for maximum $3 million?
When you find that land, tell me.
No, we haven't seen any. Yeah, usually land in St. Anne starts at about $5 million, and that's brownstone and up in the countryside.
Up in the hills, yeah.
Mhm. Hi, Forbes.
3 million. That don't exist. You would have to buy a big piece of land and cut it up and sell it for 3 million each. There's a property gated community. Has its own private beach. Fairway. Is it a fairway or own private beach?
There was a property, gated community that you showed that has its own private beach. I think that was Fairway.
I think it was Fairway. Reserved out on Fairway now, guys. Sold out, I should say. But if you want to be on the list, reserved list, you call us. But people do drop out of these things. So you can WhatsApp us. We'll send you the list of what we have now. So we're selling Ocheres Country Club. What else we're selling? Finisel Fairway.
The only thing on that side is Ocheres Country Club.
Ocheres Country Club now. Yeah.
Hi, Claudia. Is it possible to borrow money from the bank against your house title to purchase a home?
Sure, it's possible, Shireen, but why you would want to do that? Just take the loan on the new property that you're buying.
CM.
When you get your title in your hand from a bank, you see, guys, keep it. Don't give it back to the bank. Beg you. Unless it's a property you don't want. You don't want a property, fine. But if you want it to pass to your children or even for your own security, don't give it back to the bank. Bayside Villas in Portmore almost sold out. Bayside is almost sold out.
I think there's about 4 units left.
Upper floor is gone. It's the lower floors that are left. Beautiful views of the sea and Portmore and Kingston and all of that.
I would love to see how that looks in the night.
Man, you're gonna live like a queen in that place is like
it's like you're living in a hotel.
In a hotel, yeah.
Like a hotel.
Like a hotel.
I like when you go in there and the front desk is right there. You see the lounge chairs in the lobby. And then you know the gaming room is going to be right there. It's gonna be
nice.
So
yeah. Nice. You have a nice swimming pool. You have the beach. Just step out.
Is it a beach though?
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's a beach.
Yeah, man. When they clean up it nice.
It's like being at a hotel all the time.
I run like a hotel too.
Totally agree with C. Hold up on your title.
Yeah, I don't know why I love give back people the title. So your name on the title and you don't pay for that the house. 30 years, it take you some time to pay feet. 20 years or 15 years. Worse if your parents all pay feet. Listen, man.
I know your parents work so hard.
I've seen people take loans off their parents' titles and lose it. Lose it after the people that works hard for them.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't have the discipline to go pay back the loan either.
Yeah, worse if it's
or
prime
resources.
Real estate. Worse if it's prime real estate. Hold on to the title, guys. Buy a new property and let that new property stand the security for that property. As I say, unless it's a property you really don't want. In that case, you can give them it. And remember, on a new property, I get 95% financing. But on this older property, you only get equity financing, which is probably about 85% or 80% in some cases. Right? So think carefully. My thing with giving them my title is that, so take for instance this house. 2.5 million was borrowed and built. Then now I'm going to give them back the title and say, hey, give me a loan now to buy somewhere else. And this new place is costing 20 million. But I put the mortgage on this property. So to me, it's like I'm paying for this place all over again.
Yeah.
Psychologically, that not sit well with me.
Even though the other property you have for Enclair?
I just think someone must have the new property must stand on its own. To me, when you finish paying for a property, it's like you strike gold,
Yeah.
Because
Because
remember,
you beat the 40 years or the 30 years that
yeah,
they've given you.
yeah, you beat that. You beat them out there.
Because most people
You
don't
think it's
beat that,
easy?
you know?
No, you think it's easy for run for 30 years? That's not easy, you know.
No, it isn't.
It isn't. So when your parents run for 30 years and finish pay for your property, what you have to do now is come and improve it, back out your cash, and come and improve the property, especially if it's in good areas. It's in a prime real estate. Why you don't want to sell that if you can't buy?
Mm-hmm.
Now usually you can't. And then worst if you're going to buy a property. So the value of the property is 45 million, right? And you are gonna borrow 15 million from a 45 million place to go buy a $15 million studio. And then you're gonna do something on the people them take away your mother house. So you don't want to do that. No.
Instead of them just going to take back on the little studio.
Yeah, look at fufu studio.
Because you and your mom can't even live in the studio.
No. So you must be careful of the property, as I say, if the property is prime real estate, and remember to everybody, some of you will get dead left windfall. Like me never get a dead left. My children will get dead left, but I never get any. So I have to impress on them that, listen, I work for 30 years, sacrifice how much Louis Vuitton, Victoria's Secret, well, the next one I love, Trotter shoes. I love this perfume name, Ane, and them something there. Sacrifice how much of that so that you can have a property free and clear of debt. That must mean something. So you must hold the property free and clear of debt so that the next generation, Xander, can come and have a property free and clear of debt. When you live in a property that's free and clear of debt, no mortgage, no rent,
I know the only thing paying is light and water and property tax.
you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of the game. You have landed on what we call a windfall. So when your peers are step out and them are going to pay rent and them have to struggle now for go buy a house and do this, you know, that's not you.
I know you already can accomplish something else.
Yeah.
While they're doing that.
That's not you. And remember, so your mother dead and leave one house for two owners or two houses for two people or whatever. Keep the properties free and clear. You're to upkeep. Remember, you're to maintain the properties. And you are to protect the properties. So what I mean by protect? You must cover it under insurance. So you protect it from fire, flood, hurricane, earthquake. That's one protection. The other protection is to make sure that it is occupied by people who either pay rent, but not occupied by a wayward people them who run down the place and it is a disaster. No, you must protect the property. So you gone and you're not occupying it, you make sure you put a tenant in there who will take care of the place, you collect the rent, you keep on care, do what you're supposed to do. Because you need to be a good custodian for the legacy that is left to you. If you are not a good custodian, you can't ask your people them to be a good custodian.
You don't know how to teach them to be a good custodian either.
You must be a good custodian. So when you see your mother leave your house, when you're overseas, pay attention. Right? Pay attention. Roof a leak, get it fixed. Flooding happen, it need painting, termite eat out the kitchen. Pay attention.
Even something like the lawn needs cutting.
Yeah, you can't get a house free and clear and you don't want to spend the money.
So that's your first instinct is to get up and sell it.
Yeah, your first instinct is to get up and sell it. Come on, guys. And we did land subdivision today. Those of you with lands, land upon land and leave and gone, and people them have 20, 30, 40 acres. Are you trying to tell me that two children who have two children each, that's 6 people now, they might have some grandchildren too working, you're trying to tell me that all of you can put in road and light and water and do a subdivision? Why you can't put the money together and do
what
that?
I find
Why?
sad is that mom and dad leaves 6 acres of land to 6 children. So technically each of you getting an acre. But those 6 children did nothing to subdivide that land. So now when it comes down to the grandchildren and it ends up being 24 children now to try and get this 6 acre, it becomes so much more difficult.
it gets complicated. Right?
Very complicated.
And not only that, she may have had 4 children. 3 of them migrated.
Mhm.
1 is here. So that one lives on the land, have their family and everybody. Then the rest of can't even come back on the land.
Mhm.
And before you know
everybody
it,
feels entitled, but they feel more entitled because
they're here. And guys, just don't run, leave your legacy. Pay attention to what your people leave and give you. Right?
And the thing too is that your parents might not have the education or the upbringing to know that you're to go on probate mommy's will or whatever.
Yeah,
but
to
you have to
you
pay attention.
And plus, when I get big education.
Yeah.
When I get big education. So if you get big education, why is it that you're not securing your generational wealth?
Not only that, they may not even get big education, but they have more access to information than their mom and dad.
Yeah, exactly. And they can go up on internet and they can listen to Miss Davis and Toni-Ann.
I mean, it's just the other day, mom learned to Google things and learn WhatsApp, but she got herself up to speed very fast.
Yeah, very fast. So, guys, you have to, right? You have to. So, what's this? 27,000.
I pay 27,000 every quarter at the NHT as a self-employed person. Want to know if I'm still going to pay that? Yes. Plus my bank mortgage at NHT. That's a lot of money. Once you're working, you will pay NHT.
Once you're working, you're going to pay NHT. But remember, the NHT is a contribution. You get back the money. Besides, if you want a deposit, people remember, NHT has, what's it called? Contribution refund towards deposit. So if you're buying a house now, you can get all your contributions up to 2019, I think it is. Once you ask them, contribution refund towards deposit. You get back all that money to use as part of a deposit. So Dwayne, when you're going to buy the property, ask NHT for contribution refund towards deposit. A letter. Contribution refund towards deposit letter. When they tell you how much it is, you look like you got a whole heap of money there because you pay 200. You pay 27,000 every quarter. So you pay at least 100,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have been paying for 4 or 5 years, that's like 400,000 or 500,000. So you only pay the deposit less that, and then you ask NHT to send that over to the lawyer, whoever dealing with the sale, as a deposit or make up the closing costs, right? And any subsequent money that you pay to National Housing Trust. So all of us here have taken our loans. Myself and my 2 daughters have taken our loans already from National Housing Trust, but we still continue to pay because we're working. That money is a contribution. It is there for you. So when you get to age 65,
not only that, so
you get it back.
If he does take the mortgage,
yes.
Every year that's going to be used to help pay down his mortgage.
Even better, Dwayne. When you are paying this 27,000, when they're doing contribution refund 7 years in the back, that money is going to go on your mortgage. And it's that money actually paid down Toni and I's mortgage quickly, which is why we are mortgage free with the National Housing Trust. Right? So NHT is a benefit. We talk about shields in Jamaica. That's one of the biggest shields that they can use in Jamaica. The National Housing Trust, the biggest shield. Shield you from homelessness. Toni says shield you from homelessness. So I don't have a problem paying the National Housing Trust some money because I know it's there. When I get to age 65, I can go for it. Not paying any mortgage with them now. So of course, and you can get refund contribution if you want. So I can ask them now because my mortgage finished pay, Toni mortgage finished pay. We can now ask them for refund contribution back every year and take back our money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you say like with them?
It protects you before and after. Before you get that loan, you're paying it, but you know that money you can always come back and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you want to just go and ask them for it, or whether you actually use it for your deposit. And then after you've gotten your house, you can still contribute. It helps pay down your mortgage. And then even at the end, when you get to 65, you can still ask back for it if you didn't buy a house, or if you did buy a house and still have some money there.
Yeah,
it's a win-win. You can't lose with NHT.
Yeah, it's a good. And besides, the thing is, paying the National Housing Trust at 27,000 every quarter. You'd be surprised if you had that 27,000. You would be surprised that you don't know what you did with it.
No, you eat it out.
Yeah, you didn't have it to pay to National Housing Trust. But use it as part of your deposit now. If you haven't bought, I can still going to pay that plus my bank mortgage and NHT mortgage. That's a lot of money. No, it's not a lot of money. Use it as your pension, part of your pension savings.
Okay, we're actually out of time.
Oh, out of time. All right, everybody. Thank you for staying with us. We did land subdivision. Those of you who got bumped off, you can probably go back and watch it.
Here's a question.
I think this is in 3 parts today, right?
Yeah, it is.
What's the question?
Hi, Ms. Davis. I have a question about career in real estate. Do people operate as real estate appraisers in Jamaica separate from being the real estate agent? If possible, can I become one?
Yeah, man.
You have to.
Real estate, they call them valuators. That's the name.
Valuers.
Valuer, yeah.
But it's a 4-year degree, isn't it?
Yeah.
At UTEC.
Mm-hmm. Land value, what's it called? There's a name for the course. Go to the building section of the UTEC website,
Mm-hmm.
and you should see the course. It's a 4-year degree. What else does it allow you to do? You also you can get a real estate license with it. So when you do that course, you also get a real estate license, having done that course.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do the surveyors can get a real estate license as well? No?
I'm not so sure about the surveyors.
Okay.
But I know if you do that valuation course,
Mm-hmm.
you can get a real estate license as well.
Okay.
All right, everybody, we're out of time. You sure you don't have any more questions?
You have more questions.
Oh, Tony, man. So you make me there rambling on to the question. Can you get a loan on a piece of land in order to build if you're over 65? Ouch!
I did answer this email. Hi, Tony. I've WhatsApped you regarding the house for sale in Roan Park. Right, and I believe your family member actually called me on it. It's not available. Someone else had placed an offer on the Roan Park.
Mm-hmm. Roan Park is in Olavo.
Yeah. It was on the market for like 8 days before it went. It went really fast.
Yeah, just like the vineyards when we got that one, went really fast. Yeah. Can you get a loan? 65. At age 65, I wouldn't take the loan myself.
Mm-hmm.
I would ask one of my children to take the loan because they would have a longer period to repay, so the payment per month is cheaper.
Right.
But at age 65, I wouldn't take a loan personally.
Yeah, it seems very stressing to be taking a loan at that age.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, and besides, the payback is gonna be so high because they only give you a 5-year.
Yeah, and where's the income coming from? Your retirement, your pension?
Yeah, and if you're retired at age 65, they're gonna tell you don't have any income.
You can have a strong pension.
Even if you have a strong pension, but it's gonna be too high because you only have 5 years to repay.
I see what you're saying.
So Forbes, Valerie, you would get one of your children to undertake the loan, or better yet, you build a little small house, get up your children, find out how much each of them can give you per month. Use that and just build a small house, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's just for you, just build a 1-bedroom. And if they want to come and add afterwards, they can.
Make each child add a room.
Yeah.
It'd probably get done quicker, you know.
I'm 55 now. I'm not doing anything like that. When you get to this age, you really want to be out of these things.
Oh, right. That's another thing. You should let them know that there won't be any YouTube Live next week.
Is it next week? Next week is the 1st?
No. When is it? It's July. When is it?
June. All right. So why there won't be any? Because I'm going on leave. I haven't had leave since 2003. Can you believe that, everybody?
It's not next week. We have 2 more Sundays before June 1. So we're going to be here 2 more Sundays.
2 more Sundays we're here, the 23rd and the 30th. But then I go off on leave for a month. I may even go off for 2 months. Just depends.
But for now, it's 1 month.
But for now, it's 1 month in June. My phone, you can still call me on WhatsApp. Tony will probably answer the messages and the calls. I'll still have my phone, so you can call me on the WhatsApp and I'll answer, right? But the other calls forwarded to Tony, and so she'll answer those. And anybody else who's in the office can take the calls as well. So I'm going on leave. I haven't been off since 2003. Can you imagine? And I'm feeling it in my bones, everybody.
No, you deserve some rest.
Yeah, I deserve a break.
And this time, take a real vacation, a real time off. You always see you're taking a time off, and then you just work.
Well, I'm not going to any hotel to lie down, that's for sure.
No, I'm not saying that, but at least when you're at home, actually rest.
Yeah, it's rest when you work all your life, though.
I know.
I mean, I've been working from I've been 15. It's kind of difficult, but I'll try.
Yeah, just rest.
Let's hope you can answer all the phone calls.
I can.
And take all of the stress for a month. Plus Xander, because I will not be babysitting. All right, everybody. So thank you so much. So we have 2 more weeks. If anybody want me to cover any topic, you can probably just WhatsApp me. I'll see if I can cover them in the 2 weeks. The 2 Sundays, 23rd and the 30th. And then we'll resume back in July.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Anything else? I want to thank. All right. So somebody sent me some soap. I'm going to go and look for that soap. It's probably at the post office, And they probably sent a notification, but I have not gotten it as yet.
And the thing, we haven't been to the post office to the box, so that might be what's happening.
Yeah. We need to go and check it, right?
All right. So that's it for today, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.